same with the Catholic Church. He was the first person to point out that I was like basically sleeping in church every week. But that's a different story, which I can talk about. Eventually, I decided that I would be leaving the band in December of 2019, right? Yeah, so January 1st, 2020 was like the day that I would be done, Dunzo, Washington, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I don't even know how it happened. I don't even remember. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And honestly, there was a lot of beef going on with my siblings and I because I was getting married at the time and it was just weird. So not all my siblings, but some of them. So it was kind of an easy transition. It was like, yeah, it's not working out. Like, it was obvious. I didn't want to be there. I was not happy. I was not engaged. People would comment on the videos and be like, oh my God, why is she there? She's clearly not happy. So like, it was obvious, you know? So my sisters kind of knew that. When I started doing my own YouTube channel, I had a lot more flexibility. My sisters used to meet every single day, pretty much all day long. And so I would just sit meeting with them all day long and we would just discuss what we were gonna do. And it was very hard to keep organized and it felt like it was wasting a lot of time. I know they don't meet nearly as much anymore because they have kids. The way I did things, I had a lot more flexibility. I didn't have to work on it. I mean, I did end up working on it 7 days a week, but like, I don't know, I wasn't stuck. I had a lot more flexibility. I made a lot more money on my own because I split things 6 ways and also just the way I do things. I do a lot more brand deals now, stuff like that. So yeah, then I realized, okay, I do like doing YouTube. And then I started my own YouTube channel, which is just my name, Dani Calleiro. And it did pretty good and it got 100 and something thousand subscribers and I still post every couple weeks. I try to post every couple weeks, but it's really difficult too because now I have a full-time job. I started working for a nonprofit. It's an animal sanctuary and I make social media content for them. So I'm on the social team and that's what I do from 9 to 5. And then I also, on top of that, do TikTok and Instagram and I do brand deals and I also post YouTube sometimes. So yeah, I have 600 people watching me. Clearly you guys are really interested in this, but it's a lot of information. So who would you say you are closest to out of your sisters? Definitely Lauren. Lauren and I have always been the closest. We have some issues, as everybody does, but I definitely talk to her on a daily basis. Not on a daily basis, but I'm saying on a day-to-day basis, I speak to her the most out of all of my sisters, for sure. I'm eating a bagel, guys. I'm really hungry. I love how honest you are. Thanks. I've watched you for the longest time. Do you talk to Lisa a lot? Sometimes. My sisters who have kids are really busy, you know? Do you like... Wait. Guys, there's a lot of questions coming in. There's a lot of people watching me, okay. Are your sisters Republicans? Guys, I hate when people ask me about that. My sisters are not one person. People ask me questions as if they're one person. They all have individual brains. They all have individual beliefs. If you want to talk to them about politics, go talk to them. Don't ask me. I'm not here to talk about their politics, okay? I don't even know what half of their beliefs are because I don't talk to them about politics. So I don't know. I literally have 10 siblings and 2 parents. Sorry, yeah. And they all think a little bit differently. So I don't need to speak for them, okay? Are you and your husband okay? Yeah, we're great. He's on tour right now. Do you get along with your family? Yes. I don't even like talking about this stuff, but I feel like I dug myself into a hole because I started talking about my family. I keep reading your username as Danica and it's throwing me off. No, it's Dani Calleiro. That's how you say it. Calleiro. Sometimes I say it wrong and I feel stupid, but it's a Cuban last name and I'm not actually Cuban, so that's why I'm confused. I love your husband's band. Thank you. Oh my God, Dani Cimorelli, my childhood. Yes, it's Dani Cimorelli. That's why I'm here. I was talking about leaving Cimorelli and what I do now because I just do YouTube now. Oh my God, Amari is watching. Hi, Amari. I miss you so much. Did your parents run Cimorelli when it was popular? No. My mom was like a manager, but like she just like helped us with like emails and stuff like that. And she drove us around. My sisters and I did everything for the most part. Do you plan on having a baby? Yes. One day I will have a baby. How did your parents take the news of you leaving? That's a good question. My dad was really worried about me Because my dad's a very money-focused person. Granted, I didn't make, like, it doesn't matter. He is a very money-focused person, so he was worried about me not making money and that I would be poor or something after I left. That's his, like, worst fear. So he was really worried about that, and he definitely had some words to say about that. But, my mom was very supportive of me. She was just like, yeah, I want you to be happy. Like, you've been talking about this for years. And I was like, thank you. She was definitely sad, you know, and it's not like it was the easiest thing in the world, but I'm saying she was very supportive of me. And to my dad's surprise, I ended up making much more money being on my own. So he's happy for me. Not that it really matters what your parents think, but someone asked, so whatever. Were your parents supportive of your marriage with Emmyn? This is something I can talk about. My parents, that's something I can talk about. My dad, no, but my dad was not supportive of any of my siblings' marriages. He's just like that. He's very picky. He's kind of annoying. No offense, Dad. And he doesn't like anyone in general. Whether you marry them or not, he just doesn't like people. So he was not supportive. I was also very young, so he was worried, which I understand. But he could have been a little nicer about it for sure. My mom, sometimes I don't know if she was genuinely supportive or if she was lying, but she made it clear that she was at least trying to be supportive. So that was nice of her. She and I still have a relationship for that reason and that reason only, because if she was not supportive, we definitely would not have a relationship. And now we do because she was nice about it. So like she bought, I didn't let them pay for anything for my wedding because I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I didn't even really have a big wedding, but like she bought my jewelry and she bought my veil, which was nice. I didn't really have to buy a dress because I used Emmyn's mom's old dress when she got married, but she tried to help and she tried to pay for it. You were always my favorite. Thank you. Everyone says that and it makes me feel so good about myself. Because let me tell you guys something. Everyone tells me that I was their favorite when we were growing up, but oh, sorry, I have to scratch my head. But I always thought I was the least favorite, and I got a lot of hate comments when I was a kid. Like on YouTube, I would get people would like rank us in the comments when I was like 11, and this is part of the reason why I didn't like being in the band, because a part of it was really hard. They would rank us, and they would be like best singer to worst singer, and like ugliest to prettiest, and they would always make me the worst. Like I was always the ugliest or the worst singer, and I was like 10. Which is so mean. So I guess that like when you guys were kids and I was your favorite, maybe you just weren't old enough to comment. Maybe that's why I didn't think I was the favorite at all, or a favorite. But a lot of people tell me nowadays that I was their favorite. So that's really nice of you. So thanks for saying that. No, you slayed it. Thanks. I'll never forget your video of Alejandro. That was so funny. What are your pronouns? She, her. You were the moment. Thank you. Someone said, do you smoke weed? Sometimes. I like weed. I honestly like weed more than I like alcohol, I think. I live in California, so it's legal. Okay? I'm 22 years old. I thought I was 21. I'm 22. I just turned 22. That's so weird. Can you talk about abortion? I don't know. It's made me really anxious. I don't even want to talk about it. It's really upsetting what happened. It's really, really upsetting. I made a couple videos about abortion on my page because I'm pro-choice, and I deleted them because people were arguing in my comments and being rude to people, and I was like, I can't deal with this. I just cannot deal with this. It's making me anxious. It's making me upset because there's nothing you can do about it, you know? Like, there's nothing you can fucking do. It's just the Supreme Court being annoying as hell. So, like, what are you going to do? Cry about it? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cry about it. And I'm going to vote in November for senators and, what are they called? See, I don't even know. Congressmen, governors, etc. I'm going to vote for people who will hopefully make a change, since it's up to the states now, you know? Which is fucked up. Is your husband pro-choice? Yes, he is very much pro-choice. I love him very much. I want to have, like, 2 kids, max, in a couple years. Do you guys want to hear what my kids' names I like? I like the name Mars. Is that weird? You're going to say it's weird. I don't care. I think it's cool. But for a girl. I like the name Mars. I like the name, like Mars Argo. You guys know who that is? The singer? I like the name Mars. I like the name Quinn for a boy. Love the name Quinn. And Quinn Calleiro I think is cute. I like the name There's another one, but I can't remember what it is. I can't remember. Can't remember. I have it in a list in my phone. I like the name Colette. That's my aunt's name. It does not fit with the whole Mars thing. Yeah. I like the name Lane. I think the name Lane is very cute. How do you feel about abortion? It's a woman's choice to do. Are you pregnant? No. Is she twitching? Yes. Don't be mean. Oh, guys, my dog's having a nightmare. Norman! Norman, wake up! Sorry, I had to wake up my dog. He was having a nightmare. Would you homeschool your children? No. And this is a very interesting question because I always thought I would homeschool my children. Nowadays, no offense to people who homeschool their kids. I'm not trying to be rude. And some people, I don't know them, but some people get homeschooled and then grow up to be super normal. But in my opinion, anyone who homeschools for the most part, is just trying to indoctrinate their children with their beliefs. A lot of times. And I think a lot of homeschool kids will agree. Like trying to keep, because in public school or in school in general, like they teach you stuff, you know? And a lot of religious parents don't like that. In this day and age, a lot of Republican parents don't like that. So they'll pull their kids out of school because they want to teach them their own beliefs. And they don't want them to hear other things. I'm not saying every homeschool parent is like that at all, but a lot of people are. And that was kind of my experience. I was homeschooled my whole life. So I kind of think it's a disservice to kids. Someone commented that. I agree with you. Like, I think that they need the social interaction. I do think sitting in school for, 5 days a week for 8 hours a day, while I don't think that's the best thing in the world. I think that I would like to put my kids, like, for example, I was homeschooled, by the way. Emmyn's sister, she goes to this high school where they don't have to be in school all day long. Like, they have a shorter day. They have like a lot of off days. A lot of their whole school is like project based, so they don't have to do all these tests, and they do a lot of field trips. They go out into the city, they walk around. Like, there's like a lot of different things that they do compared to regular schools. So I would want to put my kids in something like that, ideally, or like a school where they go most of the week, but some days they are off, because I just think that maybe that would be better. But like, something I realized is that, like, while everybody hates school and everything, like, it's a big part of kids' lives, you know? It's how they meet friends. It's how they interact with people. Even if they don't like it, like, a lot of people have memories and things that they learned and things that they saw in school that they never would have seen otherwise. And I think that that's important. Homeschooling is illegal here in Germany. Yeah, I kind of get that. I think the laws should be stricter when it comes to homeschooling in the US. Homeschooling often shelters people from diversity and people with different life experiences. That's true as well. You don't meet a lot of different kids and people of different races or religions or whatever, because all you see is your family or like your close friends, which people often run in the same circles, you know? So if you're a white kid, your family will probably be friends with other white people. Like, that's what most people do. So you're just not going to be exposed to that. I think that that's very true. And I had that experience for sure being homeschooled. Are you 21? No, I'm 22. But I might as well be 21 because I just turned 21 or 22. I have the same tiger tattoo. Twins! Which tattoo hurt the most? I have a tattoo on my inner thigh that hurt really bad. But this one was the easiest thing in the world. It took like an hour. It was great. This one also, easiest thing in the world, not painful at all. This one was horrifically painful, right here specifically. It was so bad, but it wasn't too bad. Would you and Emmyn get matching tattoos? Yes, we're going to get matching tattoos one day. If you had gone to college, what would you study? I want to go back to college for early childhood education because I want to be a teacher. But that's probably what I would go for. I love living in California too. It feels great to be near like-minded people. Yeah, for sure. What made you change your views to become more progressive? I think it was just growing up, and that's a big reason why I think that kids shouldn't necessarily be homeschooled. I kind of grew up in a bubble, and I never saw anything else or met anybody else really. Didn't see a lot of diversity, and I didn't believe a lot of things I didn't have to. So I think that just growing up, moving out, I moved to the city, I moved out of my small town. I eventually moved out of Tennessee, but like just getting out of your bubble and I guess learning about the world. I think just becoming more compassionate makes you more progressive, because my progressive beliefs are all about, being compassionate and caring about others. So, I don't know. It's just a combination of things, in my opinion. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go because I'm really tired and everyone's just kind of asking the same questions. So thanks for watching. I got so many people watching me. Oh, my God. I appreciate you and I love you, and I'll see you in a couple days. Goodbye.